Hey y'all, it's me. So I think I took down the rest of my videos already. I'm doing my nails. Um, so I think I took down the rest of my videos already because they were vertical, and I wasn't feeling it. Um, so we're gonna restart this whole series. Hey, I'm Lindsay. I'm a college student, if you can't tell by the mess behind me. I'm supposed to be cleaning right now, but I got way too bored, so it's fine. It's fine. Um, I'm a college student. I really like theme parks. I have been to Walt Disney World 18 times and Disneyland 3 times and Universal twice, and that'll be three this summer. And then like 12 cruises total, three of which were Disney cruises. Anyways, I'm really big on traveling. I've also been to Costa Rica. Um, I'm really big on traveling, and I get bored a lot. So I'm only taking 12 classes this semester. So I made one. I'm so sorry, this is off topic already. I made one finger sparkly, but I don't really like it. But it's a little late. Um, so I'm taking 12 classes this semester. So I get really bored really easily. Do you like my I gotta stop. These are my Disney maps that I made and put on the wall. So I'm taking 12 classes this semester. I get really bored really easily. Some might call it ADHD, others might call it caffeine. If there's one thing about me, it's that I will do anything for a Red Bull. So, this series is going to be me talking about the current state of theme parks, what I would do with them. I have to cough, I'm gonna cut the video. This series is going to be me talking about current state of theme parks, my personal ideas for them, what's actually happening, and just me rambling as well, if you haven't already figured that out. So we're gonna get started, and we're gonna talk about... We're gonna do the Lost Continent today, because I did a bunch of research on that recently. So the Lost Continent is Universal... I was gonna say Universal Studios. It's Universal Orlando Islands of Adventure. Universal Orlando Islands of... What is the actual name for that? It's just Universal Islands of Adventure. So when Islands of Adventure opened in 1999, they had 7 lanes that opened with it. So it was the Port of Entry, which is like you walk in and that's like your first island. Seuss Landing, which is Dr. Seuss. Lost Continent, which is, I think it's Greek mythology loosely, but also like Atlantis. And then Jurassic Park, based on Jurassic Park. Toon Lagoon, based on the Toon, it's just a bunch of comic strips. And then Marvel Superhero Island. And so, now it has Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. I'm so sorry. I have the worst cough right now and it's bothering me. So right now it has Hogsmeade. So what Hogsmeade did was it replaced some of the Lost Continent, and then I believe mostly backstage. So okay, yeah, so when Islands of Adventure opened, the park the Lost Continent had, or island the Lost Continent had Dueling Dragons, Poseidon's Fury, Eighth Voyage of Sinbad, which was a show, and then the Mystic Fountain, which is an interactive fountain. So 4 attractions. And then it had 3 dining locations, which was the Mythos Restaurant, the Enchanted Oak Tavern, and Fire Eater's Grill. Mythos Restaurant was full service, Oak Tavern was quick service, and Fire Eater's Grill was quick service. And so that opened, that was great, hooray! Then we had Harry Potter open. So construction of the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal Islands of Adventure began following an official announcement on May 31st, 2007. Hey, I'm older than that by like a month. 3 months. I know what months come after the other. Ish. Maybe. Side note, I'm using my phone as a microphone because I don't own a microphone anymore. I had one. Um, and then it's either at home or I sold it and I can't remember which, but it's definitely not here. So, microphone. Hey, fun fact. My phone can do that. It's great. It's a Google Pixel 7. I love my Pixel. Um, my Pixel is great. I 10 out of 10 recommend. This is like my third Pixel phone. So, yeah, I love my Pixels. Anyways, so they announced that Harry Potter, Hogsmeade. Yeah, Hogsmeade, Wizarding World of Harry Potter Hogsmeade would open May 31st, 2007. Construction started mid 2007 and went through to 2010, and then it opened June 18th, 2010. And so what happened was that replaced, they built over um the Enchanted Oak Tavern, which was a quick service restaurant. And then they incorporated Dueling Dragons, which was one of the opening day attractions, into it was still Dueling Dragon Challenge. That's what it was called. When the Wizarding World of Harry Potter opened. And so that's their setup. That's Dueling Dragons was then replaced by Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, and I believe 2020? That doesn't sound right. I was off by a year. 2019. Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure opened in 2019. Cool. And so that's what we have now. We have, what's the name of that restaurant? You have the Mythos Restaurant, which is over by Poseidon's Fury. You have Fire Eater's Grill, quick service, which is over by the Sinbad Theater. You have the Mystic Fountain, the Eighth Voyage of Sinbad, which closed in 2017. Poseidon's Fury, which was a walkthrough, which closed in 2023. And that's it for the Lost Continent. So the idea of the Lost Continent was sort of, I hate putting my hair behind my ears, but it's really annoying me. The Lost Continent was sort of like Atlantis, sort of Greek gods. Why am I slumped? This is good to not be slumped. Sort of Atlantis, sort of Greek gods, theme. I'm now leaning forward. My posture just sucks. Anyways, I'm filming on my computer, which is why the quality sucks, because filming on my phone was not doing it, which is why I'm re-recording every video I've ever made. Anyways, so there's Greek god and Atlantis themed. Like 98% Greek god. It was split into two sections. So you have the Greek section, the Greek gods and the mythology and stuff. And then somebody just cleared their throat in the hallway. Like really aggressively. Greek gods and stuff. And then you had, I think it was called the Market. That doesn't sound right. So you had Sinbad's Bazaar, which was Arabian inspired, and then the Lost City. Oh, there were three. Cool. I know what I'm talking about. If I do a Disney video next, I will sound so much more educated. I'm really into Universal right now because that's where my vacation is this summer. So. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna stop now. Anyways. So when the park opened, there were three parts. You had Sinbad's Bazaar, which was Middle Eastern, like, think Aladdin, type vibes. You had the Lost City, which was the Greek/Atlantis area of the land, and then you had Merlinwood, which was then converted to Hogsmeade, which makes sense. That's why I wouldn't know about it, because I went after they turned it into the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. So, right now, what still stands is Sinbad's Bazaar, and what did I just say? The Lost City is the actual name of it? Yeah, the Lost City. So, the attraction for the Lost City was Poseidon's Fury. Really, really cool effects. The story was meh, the attraction was meh, but they had this water tunnel. So basically what they had was jets that would shoot high-powered water, and I watched this whole video on it like 3 years ago? 4 years ago? I think I was a sophomore in high school, which would mean like 3.5 years ago. Don't remember when I watched a video, but they had super high-powered jets that would basically shoot out the wall, and it would curve over, and so you had this water tunnel effect. And that was where the majority of the budget for that attraction went to. The rest of it was kind of meh. Basically, in the version that lasted the longest, you were explorers, and Poseidon helped you, and there was an evil someone trying to do something to you. I don't remember all the story beats, to be completely honest. Okay, so I remember now. I do remember now. So you were on a tour, and there was an archaeologist, and the assistant, right? The assistant was the one who was leading the tour. Taylor, this could be a boy or a girl, man or a woman, they, thems, I don't know. It could be anybody, which is why Taylor is like gender neutral. So tour went wrong. You were sealed inside by Lord Darkanon? Darkenon? I don't even remember how to say his name. Tour went wrong. You are then made to go deeper into these ruins that you were in and find Poseidon's Trident. I had a headache earlier because I didn't have a Red Bull. And find Poseidon's Trident? To help him defeat the evil sorcerer who is Lord Darkanon. So basically, you go into the temple, you get locked inside. You walk through, you walk into, that's like a pre-show-ish. Technically it starts there, but it feels a lot like a pre-show. You start in that room, you walk into another room, you get locked inside. You go through the cool tunnel that was, it was pretty cool. I remember it. My first trip, I was like 7 years old, which means that would have been like 2012, maybe? I don't remember. But I remember, I really like that water tunnel. You walk through the water tunnel to reach the sunken city of Atlantis. This is where the Atlantis part comes through. Taylor gives the trident back to Poseidon, and Poseidon and Darkanon fight. Poseidon wins. Everybody's happy. And that was the second version of the story. The original Poseidon was like the evil dude, and I think Zeus was a good dude, and like they fought. I don't remember. That was one that was there the longest, so that's what I'm gonna talk about anyways. Pretty cool. The water bath. The story was could have gone without it. They had fire. They had fire too. So that closed whatever year I said it closed. 2017. I don't remember. I'm gonna correct myself here in post while I'm editing, and hopefully editing won't take too long because I enjoy editing, but not enough that I want to spend a couple of hours on it, especially when I need to clean. This is me trying to cover up my background. I might put that out. Anyway, so moving on. The exterior was Atlantis. It was rocky. There's a trident. I'm designing a t-shirt based off of that trident, actually, for my trip in the summer. There's a trident that was made of rocks. Cool. You also had, there was statues of Greek gods. I think there was Zeus somewhere. And this is over by the Mythos restaurant, which I have not dined at. Actually, have not dined at a lot of restaurants at Universal Orlando, so this is great. Universal Studios Florida. Universal Islands Adventure. Bam, those are the actual names. There's people screaming in the hallway. I can't wait until next year I have a single. I will also be an RA, so it's gonna be real interesting. Anyway, am I allowed to say that? I don't know, actually. I haven't gone through training yet. We'll see. We'll find out. I'm gonna keep it in there for now. Anyways, so yeah. Where was I going? Oh, over by the Mythos restaurant. There's a bunch of statues. There's a Narcissus. There's a statue of Narcissus. Why I remember this? Don't know. There might be a statue of Hera. I'm gonna insert a video here. And hopefully, or probably over here. And hopefully it'll show. My phone keeps buzzing. I should probably put it on silent. And hopefully it'll show all the stuff. Continuing on. You have Fire Grill. Fire Eater's Grill. Gyros and chicken tenders. Boring. Nobody cares. And then Mythos. So it has cave-like architecture. Again, inserting a photo. With Mediterranean, Asian, and American cuisine. Sounds really good. I don't care. It was awarded, like, an award, and they have a banner up, but I'm pretty sure it's, like, extremely outdated. Don't quote me on that, but I'm, like, 70% sure that there's a banner that's outdated. Again, I'll correct myself in post. I'm making sure my phone is still recording. My best friend sent me a video. Oh, it's a Hunger Games video. I'm gonna cry after this. That's okay. The new Sunrise on the Reaping trailer dropped yesterday, 2 days ago, I don't know, whatever. And the edits have been devastating. Off topic, maybe I'll do a video on books. Because they did just finish an arc. An arc is an advanced reader copy. Basically, you get it for free if you leave a review. Cool. Emotionally devastating book is the book I just finished. However, moving on. I have a secret social media account. It has like 3,000 followers. Except I lost 20 followers because like I haven't been posting. But that's on me. It really is on me. Like only my best friend knows this account exists and is allowed to look at it. Extremely off topic. Back to on topic. Can you tell that this isn't scripted? Who would have thought? Yeah. So that is the Lost Continent, the Lost City part. Don't ask me why I'm looking at you like you did something wrong. Because, like, you didn't. You're watching the video, you're doing something right. Yeah, I put on nails and I suddenly become a different person. Aren't they such a pretty color, though? I love them. I really regret putting sparkles on this one because it looks ugly. It's like gold sparkles, but it's a maroon color. You can't even see it because this camera quality sucks. I wish I did silver. I really like silver. Silver nails are fun. Anyways, so then after that is the Lost City part. We're not going to talk about Northernwood because that had a restaurant and the ride. And the restaurant's gone and the ride is also gone, so nobody cares. Except I might talk about Dueling Dragons a little bit. Anyways, so then you're traveling to Sinbad's Bazaar. You have... Why did I talk about Fire Eater's Grill earlier? I was wrong. Fire Eater's Grill is in Sinbad's Bazaar. Don't know why I'm talking about that. Anyways, Fire Eater's Grill is in Sinbad's Bazaar. I'm tired. I got like too much sleep last night, so now I'm tired. Doesn't make sense. Don't know why. Don't ask me. Priority scroll. Then you had the Eighth Voyage of Sinbad. It was a stunt show. It closed in 2017. It was cool. Do I remember a lot about it? No. It was basic stunt show. I just watched a video of it the other day, and kind of lame. The story. Hold on, let me look up the story beats. Cool. So Sinbad, he's not a pirate. He's an Arabian prince. I don't know that. Maybe he's a hero who, in my head, I thought he was a pirate, but I actually don't think that's right. Basically, Sinbad and his sidekick, Kebab. His sidekick's name is Kebab. Like, I'm gonna eat a kebab on a skewer. That's insane, actually. So they journey to the grotto of lost souls to save Princess Amora from the evil sorceress Miseria. Her name's Misery, basically. Can I actually search Google for this? It literally means misery. Miseria means misery, extreme poverty, or avarice in Italian/Spanish, while Miseria with a Z. So the evil sorceress is Miseria, while Miseria, Mizeria, refers to a popular Polish cucumber salad. In a mythological context representing a goddess-like misery. I am so good. I love knowing things. Anyways, so basically you got these 4 characters. You got the princess, you got Sinbad, you got Kebab, my man, and Miss Misery. That's what we're calling her, because I can't actually figure out how to pronounce her actual name. And they fight. It's a stunt show. I mean, there's not much to be said about it. It closed in 2017. Cheesy dialogue, impressive stunts. Yeah. Right now it's being used as a queue. The theater is being used as an extended queue for Hagrid's Moon Break Adventure for when it gets like over 3-hour waits, because like that queue is already big. I have read in Moon Break Adventures, so that's cool. Then you have the Mystic Fountain. I freaking love the Mystic Fountain. I don't know why. I am pretty sure my first trip when I was 7 in 2012, my sister and I are standing in front of the fountain and talking to him, and I'm pretty sure we talked to him for like a good half hour. There might be a photo. If there is a photo, it will be here. If there's not a photo, I will also say that there was not a photo. I think I asked my mother for that photo the other day, and she's like, can't find it. It's like... Anyways, Mystic Fountain. It's a catchphrase. And I'm hoping that, like, my brain isn't failing me, because I'm not going to Google this. His catchphrase, did you just toss a penny? Because I just made this into a t-shirt, so I really, really hope that's right, and that I don't need to double check. Again, making t-shirts for vacation. 10 out of 10 recommend. I also DIY Mickey ears. And I'm considering making a Harry Potter top, because I have these Harry Potter sheets that I got for my birthday or Christmas or whatever. And low-key, it would be cute to make into a top. Anyways, the Missing Fountain, you talk to it. It talks to you, shoots water. I think it, if you know how, like, Turtle Talk with Crush kind of works, where, like, there's a voice actor, and then it's kind of like that. There's a voice actor, he presses buttons, shoots water at you. Love the Mystic Fountain. I have really fond memories of that. Yeah. Anyways, moving on. And we're back. I had to get a little snacky snack. I was hungry. I had a bagel for breakfast. Look, it's recording. I had a bagel for breakfast, and I was hungry because it is now 2:28 p.m. I had class from 11 to 12:20. I had a bagel at like 8 a.m. Bagel with cream cheese, mind you. Not a monster. It was not toasted because we're not allowed to have toasters. And I didn't feel like walking all the way over to our student market where you can get a bagel toasted. And I feel like paying for a bagel when I already have a bagel. Anyways, moving on. Lost continent stuff. So the third area of Lost Continent was, what is that called? I cannot remember it for the life of me. Marlinwood. So Merlinwood was the third part that now Harry Potter replaced, which honestly, valid decision. Harry Potter was really popular and like it still is. Even though we don't like J.K. Rowling because she is a horrible person, horrible person, Harry Potter is still really popular. And so that had the Enchanted Oak Tavern, which was, it was like a quick service restaurant with, Google said it had a rustic theme. I'm pretty sure it was like built into a tree stump. I don't know. Photo inserted. And then you had Dueling Dragons. Dueling Dragons. Let me talk about it. So, Dueling Dragons opened with the park, closed in 2017. So it had 2 tracks, Fire and Ice, and it was dueling, which meant the coasters ran at the same time, and it had a randomized feature where one of them won, which basically meant it got back to the loading area before the other. And that ran for pretty often. So it was originally Pyrock and Blizzrock. Pyro was fire. So I don't know why they didn't do... Wait, what is ice? I don't remember that. Cryo. C-R-Y-O? How do you pronounce that? Cryo. Okay. So I don't know why they didn't name it like Pyrock and Cryrock? Pyro? I think it's Pyrock. And Blizzrock? Like I get Blizz like Blizzard, but like Psyrock? I don't know. That is my biggest like it's so easy to just do a quick little, and I know Google was not like, Google was better in 2010, let's be completely honest. My 2007, 2006, 2008 baddies who went to elementary school when I went to elementary school, I don't even remember what it was, remembers Google was peak then, before you had ads and before you had stupid AI results and all that crap. Anyways, quick Google search could have fixed that. Anyways, that just really bothered me, and it has always bothered me. Anyway, how many times did I just say anyways? I think that was like 4 or 5. 2010, when Harry Potter opened, Harry Potter Hogsmeade open, it was rebranded as Dragon Challenge for Harry Potter. How many times can I say Harry Potter in one sentence? Harry Potter, Harry Potter. It's giving, How I Met Your Mother. The ones who know. However, a little over a year after that, the dueling aspect was removed. Cut off. Which meant I never visited Universal Orlando with the dueling aspect. Fun fact, I actually never rode Dueling Dragons. I was like 2 inches too short our first trip, and then our second trip it was closed. Actually, the second trip Hagrid's just open. So, if that tells you anything about how long it's been since between those 2 trips. I think it was 2021 and 2012 were our 2 trips. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm gonna guess those were the dates. Anyways, so reopened in 2010 for Harry Potter. 2011, dueling feature was cut off. It was closed. It was really sad, and you know, great intervention. I'm moving on. The history of dueling dragons. So Disney's Animal Kingdom opened in 1999 as well. 2000. Don't remember. Let's Google it. What year did Disney's Animal Kingdom open? 1998. I was off by 1 year. My bad. So Animal Kingdom opened in 1998. The original plan was to have mythical creatures, current creatures, and extinct creatures, right? So you would have Beastly Kingdom. That was the name of it. So you'd have Beastly Kingdom. The ones who know. And if you don't, I'm about to talk about it, so you're gonna know. Beastly Kingdom, Dinoland, and like every other land that's there would have fallen into the real creatures. Beastly Kingdom was planned to have an attraction that is extremely similar to Dueling Dragons. Apparently, Disney planned this, and former CEO Michael Eisner, he budget cuts because Euro Disney, now Disneyland Paris, now Disney Adventure World. I don't even know. That park has gone. Ooh, I should do a video on that. That park has undergone so many changes. Anyways, so former then CEO Michael Eisner budget cuts. So the Imagineers decided to cut Beastly Kingdom. You can still find. My nail fell off. Or sort of. Oh, there it goes. You can still find. This is a comb. I don't know why I'm waving it around. Because I can, I guess. You can still find remnants of Beastly Kingdom at Animal Kingdom. There was a river ride, which I cannot remember the name of for the life of me, that had a dragon made out of rocks that shot fire at you. The dragon's still there. That's pretty much it. And the entrance. The entrance has dragons. The entrance marquee. That doesn't sound like the correct word. I'm not going to Google it. Photos of both of them will be inserted here. So budget cuts. A bunch of Imagineers went over to Universal. Their park, Islands of Adventure, opening the year after Animal Kingdom, which opened in 98. Islands of Adventure opened in 99. So they went over there and basically took the design for Dueling Dragons and made it into Dueling Dragons. Which is how we got Dueling Dragons. How many times can I say Dueling Dragons in one sentence? Apparently 3 times. And so that's how Dueling Dragons came to be. Closed in 2017. 2017? 17. That's not what I was going. I was going for the Heather's song, which goes, we can't. I don't remember how it goes. I also like musical theater. You're learning so much about me. Dueling was moved in 2011, and the ride was closed. Aha! I was right. 2017. 2017 was when the ride closed. Hagrid's Movie Break Adventure opened. And so that is pretty much the past of the Lost Continent. Bum bum bum. I'm never gonna do that again. I'm so sorry. I still have a lot of this left. It's the coconut flavor. I really like coconut. The coconut, the iced, the Juneberry, and the original, and the amber. I think I just listed 5 things. 4 or 5, I don't know. Those are my jam. Those are my jam. And the sugar-free is okay. But, like, those are my jam. I don't really like the other ones. I also don't like Monster. I'll do Bang. I'll do Rain. If you give them to me. I mean, like, I'll drink Monster if you give it to me. I really don't enjoy it. So off topic. That is the past of the Lost Continent. Now we're looking to the future. Wait, can I do? Oh my god, I did this in my original videos that I made like 2 months ago, and hold on, ready? Hopefully future me put that effect in, and now we are on the future. So in When did they announce that? Okay, the present. We just did the past. This is the present. September 2025. Universal confirmed construction that they would kill off the Lost Continent, basically demolition. April 2026, so this is being recorded in this is April. This is I'm so sorry. Construction walls went up. Wait. Oh no, does that mean that might mean I won't be able to see the Mystic Fountain? I'm so sad about that. I really wanted to show him my shirt that I made for him. We'll see. We shall see. Anyways, April 2026, construction walls went up in the area surrounding the 8th Voyage of Sinbad Theater. So that's not being used as an extended queue anymore. Hopefully, Hagrid's life doesn't get long enough that they need an extended queue anymore, but we'll see. So it's being demolished. They don't have a closing date for the entire land, but it's being demolished. Tell me how that makes sense. So yeah, that's pretty much all they announced. They said they're demolishing it, and they started demolishing it. That's it. Cool. Future. Hey, check this out. That was kind of pathetic. My arm kind of went like, the dancer in me is like, what is this hand? It's giving like, I can't believe I'm publishing this on the internet. Maybe I'll edit that part out. I'm not gonna edit that part out. I'm way too lazy for that. Anyways. So, future. We're talking about current rumors and what I would do. So, current rumors say that they will be either a Nintendo or a Pokemon expansion. I don't think Nintendo is a possibility, and the reason for that is because Epic Universe just opened Super Nintendo World. It doesn't make sense to me that they would have two Nintendo lands and two parks. It works with Harry Potter because they have the Hogwarts Express between Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, and then it is Paris in the other park. So that makes sense. However, I don't think it would work with Super Nintendo World because that all takes place in the same universe or like same place, not even same universe, same place. And again with Harry Potter, the Paris portion in Epic Universe takes place during a different time as well compared to Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley. Pokemon. I don't know anything about Pokemon. I had like 10 Pokemon cards when like that became a thing in like 2016, and I think I threw them out in like 2017. So I don't know much. Actually, pause. While I don't know much about Pokemon, my roommate does. And I'm making this for her birthday, which was in February. It is August now. August. It is not August. It is April. Yeah, so I'm making that for her. And I got distracted by crochet projects, and I need to finish that. This is my, we're off topic again. This is my current crochet project. It's a pair of shorts that may or may not be turned into pants if I decide I want to do that. Yeah. Anyways, Pokemon, that is entirely possible. Do I know stuff about it? No. Is it a popular franchise? Yes. Will it bring in more revenue than The Lost Continent? Yes. Other ideas where it could go there? Honestly, here are my ideal situations, neither of which are going to happen, but this is what I would do. Number one, I would restore Lost Continent to its former glory. So, Sidon's Fury, new story. That water effect was really freaking cool. I really wanted to keep it. Um, it's staying. We're just retrofitting it so it's more modern, right? Retrofitting basically the whole land would get a do-over. Mystic Mountain is staying. We're putting some different show in Sinbad's theater. Or this kind of leads into the second thing I would do. We would put a Harry Potter show in Sinbad's theater and expand the rest of the land into Hogsmeade. What would go there? I don't know because I like Harry Potter. I really do. Um, I was gonna say I would put Nocturne Alley in there, but that is already in Diagon Alley, so wrong. I don't know what I would put there, but I think it would be cool to have a Harry Potter expansion. There is a lot of land. I'll put a screenshot here of like the aerial view. There is a lot of land for Mystic, you know, from the Lost Continent. You could put a whole new land in there. They are probably going to put a whole new land in there. Probably, um, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna go back to the Nintendo thing. The biggest rumor has been Zelda, which does not take place in the same place as Super Nintendo World. So that is possible. I think because they have Super Nintendo World, they would do a franchise that they haven't done yet, in my opinion. That would be most logical, but we'll see. We shall see. Anyways, continuing on. What was I talking about? I don't I think Pokemon is the most logical answer, honestly. Or yeah, yeah, that's all I can see logically going in there. Um, so we'll see. This is April of 2026. I'm going to assume they're gonna close the land entirely, probably in July 2026, if I had to guess. I just dropped my nail. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Come back to me right now. Look, my floor is a mess, and I need to clean that as well. So, yeah, that is my Lost Continent rant. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna assume probably July of 2026 they're gonna close down the land entirely. And again, this is just me guessing. Nothing is confirmed. July 2026 is when I would guess that they're gonna close the Lost Continent entirely. Maybe August? I don't know. And if I had to guess, probably 2028 is when it would reopen, because then they're gonna finish demolition 2026, spend a whole year building it. That's 2027. Probably summer 2028. If I had to guess. I don't know that for sure, but yeah, that would be my guess. Should we do an end card? Should we do an outro? Outro, end card. End card doesn't have your face, right? Outro does have your face. I don't know. We're gonna do the transition thing and I'll figure it out. Look. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I know this is a lot of just me talking at you. If you made it this far, leave a comment. Like, subscribe for more crazy rants. I'm gonna make a cute Canva graphic to show up to show. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. To show to be the thumbnail for this. I think I had one made for my previous series, but like I took this video down, and I think this is I call that armchair imagineering, but it's just more like history lesson and ranting. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Oh, I remember what I did. This is not going to become a thing. So I can do a great Mickey impression. Nothing can stop us now. See you real soon, huh? Yep. We're not making that thing. You got this for this first video. The first video anyways. Anyways, bye-bye.